Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Little Caesars Arena here in beautiful Detroit, Michigan for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Salida Promotions and Win Records in association with 313 Presents and sponsored by Zeus Network, Bet Online, Only Fans, along with M Select Luxury Water, Tough Sheds, SMT Financial, and Nothing But Sports. Our main event is sanctioned by the WBC, the President Mauricio Suleiman, Supervisor Frank Garza. By the WBA, President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, and the Supervisor is Kina Malpartida. And the WBO, President Gustavo Olivieri, Supervisor John Duggan, and the IBF, President Daryl Peoples, Supervisor Melvina Litton, along with the Michigan Unarmed World on DAZN, live from Detroit, Michigan. It's showtime! Introducing to you first the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks and joining us from her home of Baltimore, Maryland. She weighed in at 174.2 pounds and holds a record of 10 wins, 2 losses, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight making her first attempt at the heavyweight title and seeking to avenge her previous loss. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former undisputed super middleweight world champion and the current acclaimed unified WBA and WBC super middleweight champion of the world, known as the heavy-hitting diva, introducing Franchon Cruz Desert. And her opponent across the ring is the defending world champion, fighting out of the red corner, entering the ring wearing mint light green trunks. She weighed in at 174 pounds. A 2-time decorated Olympic gold medalist, she is undefeated in her campaign in the professional ranks with a record of 17 wins, no losses, 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Known as the greatest woman of all time, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 5-division world champion, the 4-division undisputed world champion, and the current undefeated, reigning and defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Claressa. Once again, a referee in charge of this bout, Sparkle Lee, now to give instructions.
You're ready to see her. Obey my commands. Protect yourself all the time. Let's have a clean fight here, ladies. Good luck. Thank you.
Well, 10 years ago, these two women fought, and afterwards they became good friends, even business partners in a sense. All that changed when this fight was announced, and it really changed on Saturday when the two sides got in that nasty brawl at the weigh-in. Now, Franchon Cruz Desert is out to prove that she is the top heavyweight in women's boxing, but Claressa Shields is to remind people that she's the best women's fighter in the world. Undisputed heavyweight champion versus the unified super middleweight champion. It doesn't get much bigger than this, and this looks an awful lot like the first fight. They are going at it immediately. I didn't even have time to tell people that Michaela Mayer has joined us in the commentary booth.
Ooh, these women are going for it. Big overhand rights by both at the same time.
Michaela, you pointed this out earlier that we would probably see exchanges like that that look reminiscent of that first fight. Apologies for
technical difficulties with the camera's microphone. We'll get back to that in just a moment. Here's Dessert applying pressure here in the early going. Michaela, I hate to make you do that all over again, but now you have a working microphone.
Did we fix it? Okay, there we go. But what I was saying, no, I knew because of the build-up and because of what went down at weigh-ins that if anything, you're going to get a really exciting first round, and I hope it keeps up. I like that Franchon came right up to the center of the ring, pushed Claressa up against the rope. Can't you do that for all 10 rounds?
Oh! Unloading right hands in both directions right now.
But if you pay attention, different than the first fight, Claressa is really picking her spots. She's much more precise than she was in that fight 10 years ago.
That big right hand from Claressa Shields coming right over the top. A second ago, you saw Franchon roll it out. That was the adjustment I wanted to see her make. She can't continue to take Claressa's right hand. She's got to continue to roll, get on the angle, come back, or get her head off the line when she meets her with the same shot.
The issue in exchanges is the hand speed. Claressa Shields has much quicker hands.
Big left hook by Shields and a right hand behind it.
I'm on the right to this video. Y'all hit that like button and the subscribe button here, you mean.
Big 4-punch combination from Claressa.